Hi everyone, so Notion has finally released their AI database feature. So there are quite a few pros and cons, but in general, I really like the direction they're going as it helps to kind of streamline and makes it more easier for people to get on board when it comes to creating Notion templates. So here we are in the Notion page. So how you can use this AI feature is that first of all, you need to have a Notion AI. Next is you just create a database. So you have to be a new database as well. And then you have these options built with AI. So just select this and then you get being prompted to kind of ask, so what do you want to build today? So I'll just give you an example here. We're going to try to build like a simple checklist. So help me to build a simple checklist. So one thing to note is that currently it only supports one database, meaning that it does not support any relations. So you can't connect to database by itself. So you probably can create two separately and then kind of connect them together. So here you can see it gives me a few options here. So there's a task, there's done, and then maybe I want to due date as well to kind of see where it's due. So maybe I want to have a formula as well to kind of check where there's overdue. So you can kind of add on a prompt. So just put here. So add a formula to check when it is overdue. And then just press enter. So you can see the overdue formula is being added here. So I also try to make a bit more complicated formulas. Like for example, I had this like a red light, green light, amber concept. So when it's overdue, we have a red light, and then your amber is when it's almost overdue, and then green is fine. So you can try to make it more at once. So help to make the formula more at once with red, amber, and green light feature. The idea is that red equals overdue, amber is on the day itself, and green is fine. Let's see how it will rate. So as you can see, it's actually added a drop down. So not quite what we want. So there's one downside when it comes to Notion database for now, is that it can't help you to create more complex formula. So another thing I want to test is on creating charts. So help me create chart to see what I have done for the month, for example. I'm going to press enter. So next, as you can see that it does not help me to create a chart as well. So what is helping right now is just creating a timeline, which is not exactly what I want, but I believe this is something that's quite simple that they will be able to implement soon. So third thing as mentioned is that when it comes to a relation, so it'd be a bit more difficult for it to connect as well. So currently it does not support it. And I couldn't replicate it in this video, but I tried it when I tried to prompt it more. This system actually kind of crashed. It kind of hangs stuck and I couldn't proceed. So I couldn't press done. So since this is a very new feature, so there's some big changes, tweaks, bugs, fixes. So but overall it's a very good direction. Now just click done and kind of see what's the end progress. So this is a checklist here. You have a high, medium, low, and then standard status board. And then we added a few more like monthly progress, completion timeline. So I noticed there's a tendency to use like a table and then a group feature to kind of create a template base. So I will try a few different templates as well. For example, like an org chart. So it's actually a really good starting point. So even for me, like someone that want to design a system for my clients, it can be a good reference for me to get started. So yeah, definitely I really like this feature that's being added, and then hopefully they'll get more features in the future.